Hi dear students, how are you? I hope all are fine. Okay, today let me discuss the differences between shell or orbit, subshell and orbital. Okay, see, first shell or orbit. What is shell or orbit definition? See, the circular path around the nucleus is called shell or orbit. Okay, now what is subshell? Subshell in the sense the pathway in which an electron moves within the shell is called subshell. Okay, next what is orbital? In an atom where the probability of finding of an electron is maximum is called orbital. These are the definitions for shell, subshell, orbital. Okay, next shell or orbit is given by principal quantum number n. Okay, next subshell was given by angular momentum quantum number L. Orbital was given by magnetic quantum number ml. Okay, we will get information about shell and orbit by using principal quantum number n, and we will get information of subshell by using angular momentum quantum number L. We will get information about orbital by using magnetic quantum number ml. Okay, next examples you have to see. Shells in the sense K, L, M and so on, it is so many are there. In K shell 2 electrons can fill, in L shell 8 electrons can fill, in M shell 18 electrons can fill, in N shell 32 electrons can fill. Okay, next in subshell examples SPDF and so on etc. In S subshell 2 electrons can fill, in P subshell 6 electrons can fill, in D subshell 10 electrons can fill, in F subshell 14 electrons can fill and so on etc. Okay, next orbitals example 1s orbital, 2px orbital, 2py orbital, 2pz orbital, 3dxy orbital, 3dyz orbital, 3dzx orbital, 3dx minus y square orbital, 3dz square orbital and so on etc. Now in an orbital only 2 electrons can fill. This point I have to remember, very important. Okay, now let me explain the final clarity about structure of atom. Okay, up to now what we learned in this lesson. Now let me explain. Okay, see, now this is the atom, one of the atom. In this atom it is called, middle one is called nucleus. Okay, around this nucleus some shells existed. They are K, L, M, N. Okay, see, these are also called first shell, second shell, third shell, fourth shell. Still so many are there. Now in these shells again subshells existed. What are they? In K shell 1s subshell existed. Okay, in L shell 2s 2p subshells existed. In M shell 3s 3p 3d subshells existed. In N shell 4s 4p 4d 4f subshells existed, and again in that subshells orbitals existed. What are they? Now let me explain. In 1s subshell 1s orbital existed. Okay, and in 2s subshell 2s orbital existed. In 2p subshell 2px 2py 2pz orbitals existed. In 3s subshell 3s orbital existed. In 3p subshell 3px 3py 3pz orbitals existed. In 3d subshell 3dxy 3dyz 3dzx 3dx square minus y square 3dz square orbitals existed. Like that in fourth cell also same. Okay, so this is a final clarity about atom. First shells are orbits. In that shells are orbits, subshells existed. In that subshells again orbitals existed. Okay, this is final clarity regarding atom. And one more point I have to remember, most of the atom is empty, and atom size is 10 power of minus 10 meters, and nucleus size is 10 power of minus 15 meters. Okay, these 2 points also you have to remember. Have you understood? Okay, now let me discuss this table, then you will understand clearly. See, here shell or orbit, K shell, L shell, M shell still there, but 3 I considered. Okay, see, now in K shell number of subshells how many are there? 1 subshell is there. What is that subshell? 1s subshell. Okay, now in this 1s subshell how many orbitals are there? 1 orbital is there. What is the name of that orbital? 1s orbital. Okay, remember one point. In case of S subshell that is only s subshell and that is only s orbital. Okay, next see, in this 1s orbital how many electrons will fill? 2 electrons can fill. Okay, now L shell, n is equal to 2. Number of subshells how many? 2 will be. What are they? 2s subshell, 2p subshell. Okay, now in 2s subshell how many orbitals are there? 1 orbital is there. What is that orbital? 2s orbital. Now how many electrons will fill? 2 electrons can fill. Now in 2p subshell how many orbitals are there? 3 orbitals are there. What are they? 2px, 2py, 2pz. How many electrons can fill? In 2px 2 electrons can fill. In 2py 2 electrons can fill. In 2pz 2 electrons can fill. Total 6 electrons can fill. Okay. Next m shell, n is equal to 3. Here how many subshells are there? 3 subshells are there. What are they? 3s, 3p, 3d. Now in 3s subshell how many orbitals are there? 1 orbital is there. What is that? 3s orbital. Now how many electrons can fill? 2 electrons can fill. Now in 3p subshell how many orbitals are there? 3 orbitals are there. What are they? 3px, 3py, 3pz. Now how many electrons can fill? In 3px 2 electrons can fill. In 3py 2 electrons can fill. In 3pz 2 electrons can fill. Total 6 electrons can fill. Now 3d subshell. In 3d subshell how many orbitals are there? 5 orbitals are there. What are they? 3dxy, 3dyz, 3dzx, 3d x square minus y square, 3d z square. Now how many electrons can fill? In 3dxy 2 electrons can fill. In 3dyz orbital 2 electrons can fill. In 3dzx orbital 2 electrons can fill. In 3d x square minus y square orbital 2 electrons can fill. In 3d z square orbital 2 electrons can fill. Totally 10 electrons can fill. Okay, have you understood about this? Okay dear students, up to here perfectly atomic structure lesson completed. I hope you all understood this atomic structure lesson. Thank you for your support. Okay, this is today's class. If you like this video, then press the like button and please subscribe my channel. Thank you. All the very best.